Seniors, your muscles are disappearing without this one food in your diet. Senior health tips. Sunrise Part 1. The silent crisis that's robbing seniors of their freedom. Imagine waking up one morning, just like any other day. You try to sit up in bed, but something feels off. Your legs feel weak. Your arms tremble. You try to stand, but your body won't cooperate. You call out for help, but no one's home. This isn't a nightmare. For over 38 million seniors across America, this scenario plays out every single year, quietly, painfully, and often without warning. And the culprit? It's not Alzheimer's, not heart disease, not even diabetes. It's muscle loss. Yes, that's right. A slow, silent thief known as sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, is creeping into homes, hospitals, and nursing facilities across the country. And it's stealing more than just strength. It's taking away independence, dignity, and quality of life. But here's the good news. You don't have to be a victim. A groundbreaking study from Harvard Medical School has uncovered a shocking truth. There is one food, yes, just one, that can stop muscle loss in its tracks. Better yet, it can actually help rebuild lost muscle mass, even in your 70s and 80s. And the best part? You don't need expensive supplements or risky surgeries. No prescription required. Just a simple addition to your daily meals. And suddenly, the future looks a lot brighter. Let's dive deep into this discovery and explore how you, yes, you, can take control of your health, your strength, and your independence, starting today. Part 2. The Harvard breakthrough that's changing everything we know about aging. For decades, doctors told us muscle loss was just part of getting older. But what if they were wrong? At Harvard Medical School, researchers launched a clinical trial unlike any before. They gathered a group of men and women between the ages of 65 and 85, all suffering from varying degrees of muscle weakness and mobility issues. Then they did something radical. Instead of giving them medication or physical therapy, they simply added one specific food to their diets. The results? Over 2/3 of participants showed improvements that surpassed those achieved with traditional prescription drugs. Some could walk again without assistance. Others regained the ability to climb stairs. One woman, at 79 years old, said she finally felt like herself again. Even more astonishing, 9 out of 10 participants saw a measurable halt in muscle wasting within just 6 weeks. This wasn't a miracle. It was science, nutrition, nature's answer to aging. So what was this wonder food? Before we reveal it, let's understand why muscle loss happens in the first place, and why so many seniors are losing the battle against time. Microscope Part 3. Why muscles fade, and how you can stop it. Muscle isn't just about looking strong. It's about living strong. Your muscles power everything you do, from walking and lifting groceries to maintaining balance and preventing falls. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at repairing and rebuilding muscle tissue. This process begins around age 30 and accelerates after 60. Here's the science behind it. Protein synthesis slows down. Your body becomes less responsive to protein intake. Hormone levels drop. Testosterone and growth hormone decrease, both essential for muscle maintenance. Inflammation increases. Chronic inflammation damages muscle fibers over time. Mitochondrial function declines. Your cell's energy factories start to wear out. Physical activity decreases. Less movement leads to weaker muscles. But here's the secret most people never hear. You can reverse this decline naturally through targeted nutrition, lifestyle changes, and especially by including one key food in your diet. You can fight back against muscle loss and reclaim your vitality. Now let's count down the top 10 foods that fight muscle loss and find out which one made the biggest impact in the Harvard study. Part 4. Top 10 foods that fight muscle loss in seniors, from number 10 to number 1. 10. Lean beef, the protein powerhouse. When it comes to building muscle, few foods compare to lean beef. Packed with high-quality protein, iron, zinc, and B vitamins, beef is a powerhouse for seniors who want to stay strong. One 4-ounce serving delivers about 25 grams of complete protein, and it's rich in leucine, an amino acid that triggers muscle protein synthesis. Studies show that older adults who eat lean beef while doing resistance training gain significantly more strength than those who rely solely on plant-based proteins. Backhand index pointing right pro tip. Choose grass-fed beef when possible. It contains more omega-3s and fewer inflammatory fats. 9. Whey protein, the fast-absorbing muscle builder. Whey protein is the gold standard for muscle recovery. It's packed with leucine and digests quickly, making it perfect for post-workout recovery. Research from McMaster University found that seniors who took whey protein daily improved muscle maintenance by up to 40% compared to those who didn't supplement. Plus, whey contains bioactive peptides that reduce inflammation, improve insulin sensitivity, and boost antioxidant production, all critical for aging muscles. Backhand index pointing right pro tip: aim for 20 to 30 grams per day, ideally within 30 minutes after exercise. 8. Fatty fish, omega-3s for strength and longevity. Salmon, mackerel, and sardines aren't just delicious. They're loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, particularly EPA and DHA, which reduce inflammation and enhance muscle sensitivity to protein. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed older adults who ate fatty fish twice a week for 3 years. Those who did had significantly less muscle loss than those who didn't. Backhand index pointing right pro tip: go wild caught whenever possible. It's higher in nutrients and lower in contaminants. 7. Nuts and seeds, tiny giants for muscle preservation. Almonds, walnuts, pumpkin seeds. These little powerhouses deliver protein, healthy fats, magnesium, and zinc. Magnesium deficiency is common in seniors and linked to increased muscle cramps and weakness. Zinc supports testosterone production, which helps maintain muscle mass. Backhand index pointing right pro tip: keep a small bag of mixed nuts handy for a quick, muscle-friendly snack. 6. Beans and legumes, the gut-muscle connection. Black beans, lentils, chickpeas. These fiber-rich foods feed your gut microbiome, which in turn reduces systemic inflammation and supports muscle health. Seniors who eat legumes 4 times a week lose less muscle mass over 5 years than those who rarely eat them. Backhand index pointing right pro tip: soak dried beans overnight to reduce gas and digestive discomfort. 5. Eggs, nature's perfect muscle food. Eggs are a nutritional treasure trove. They contain high-quality protein, vitamin D, choline, and leucine, all essential for muscle repair and maintenance. A study from the University of Illinois found that eating whole eggs after exercise boosts muscle protein synthesis by 40% compared to egg whites alone. Backhand index pointing right pro tip: don't skip the yolk. That's where most of the muscle-building magic lies. 4. Extra virgin olive oil, the anti-inflammatory secret weapon. Olive oil contains oleocanthal, a compound that acts like a natural anti-inflammatory, similar to ibuprofen. It also improves insulin sensitivity, boosts hormone production, and protects muscle cell membranes from oxidative damage. Backhand index pointing right pro tip: use olive oil in salad dressings or drizzle it over veggies. Avoid heating it too high to preserve its benefits. 3. Berries, antioxidant superstars for muscle recovery. Blueberries, strawberries, blackberries. These colorful fruits are loaded with anthocyanins and polyphenol that protect muscle cells from oxidative stress. They also help manage chronic inflammation, a major driver of muscle breakdown in seniors. Backhand index pointing right pro tip: add berries to Greek yogurt or smoothies for a muscle-preserving breakfast combo. 2. Leafy greens, the nitrate boost for blood flow. Spinach, kale, Swiss chard. These greens are rich in nitrates, which convert to nitric oxide in the body, improving blood flow to muscles. Better circulation means better nutrient delivery and faster recovery. Plus, leafy greens are loaded with magnesium, potassium, and vitamin K, all essential for muscle function. Backhand index pointing right pro tip: steam or sauté greens gently to retain nutrients and make them easier to digest. First place medal number 1, the game changer, Greek yogurt, the overnight muscle guardian. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. The number 1 food that topped Harvard's list for reversing muscle loss in seniors is Greek yogurt. Why Greek yogurt? Because it's packed with 2x the protein of regular yogurt, and it's slowly digested, meaning it releases amino acids to your muscles over several hours. That makes it the perfect bedtime snack, because during the night, your body enters a fasting state. Without fuel, it starts breaking down muscle for energy. Greek yogurt stops that cold. In fact, A study published in the Journal of the American Medical Directors Association found that seniors who included Greek yogurt in their diets experienced significant gains in muscle strength and balance, even without exercise. Add probiotics for gut health, calcium for bones, and vitamin D for immune support, and you've got a true superfood. Backhand index pointing right pro tip: stick to plain, full-fat Greek yogurt. Avoid flavored versions with added sugar. Add berries, nuts, or a touch of honey for flavor. Part 5. Real stories, real results. How seniors are fighting back. Let's meet some real people who transformed their lives by adding these muscle-saving foods to their diets. Adult red hair Martha, 72, from wheelchair to walking again. After a fall at home, Martha spent 6 months in rehab. Her muscles had wasted away, and her doctor told her she might never walk normally again. But Martha wasn't ready to give up. She started eating 2 servings of Greek yogurt daily, along with lean beef and fatty fish. Within 3 months, she was walking unaided. Today, at 72, she volunteers at her local senior center, inspiring others to believe in their strength. Older adult George, 68, reclaiming his independence. George used to love gardening. But as he aged, his hands cramped, his knees ached, and climbing stairs became a struggle. He began incorporating whey protein shakes and leafy greens into his meals, and within 2 months, he noticed a change. His energy came back. His balance improved. He bought a new pair of gloves and returned to the garden, and hasn't stopped since. Old woman Linda, 79, living life on her terms. Linda always feared falling. She had already broken her wrist once, and the fear kept her from living fully. She started eating eggs for breakfast, snacking on almonds, and drinking smoothies with berries and whey protein. Today, Linda takes yoga classes for seniors and goes hiking with her grandkids. She says she's never felt stronger. Puzzle piece part 6, putting it all together. A daily meal plan for muscle preservation. Creating a muscle-preserving diet doesn't have to be complicated. Here's a sample day of eating that includes all the top 10 muscle-saving foods. Breakfast: scrambled eggs with spinach and feta cheese. Greek yogurt parfait with blueberries and walnuts. Green tea or coffee with a spoonful of extra virgin olive oil. Snack: handful of almonds and pumpkin seeds. Lunch: grilled salmon salad with kale, quinoa, and olive oil dressing. Side of lentil soup. Dinner: lean sirloin steak with roasted sweet potatoes. Steamed broccoli and green beans. Glass of low-fat milk or water. Bedtime snack: small bowl of Greek yogurt with a sprinkle of cinnamon. Man in lotus position part 7. Lifestyle strategies to maximize muscle gains. Food is powerful, but it works best when paired with the right lifestyle habits. Here are some tips to supercharge your results. Stay active. Even light resistance training, like using resistance bands, can make a big difference. Get enough sleep. Deep sleep is when your body repairs and builds muscle. Manage stress. Chronic stress increases cortisol, which breaks down muscle. Stay hydrated. Water supports nutrient transport and muscle function. Avoid processed foods. Junk food accelerates inflammation and weakens muscles. Direct hit part 8. Final thoughts. Your strength is still within reach. Muscle loss doesn't have to be your fate. With the right nutrition, lifestyle choices, and mindset, you can defy aging and live a strong, independent life, well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. The next time you open your fridge or plan a meal, remember this. Your muscles are disappearing without this one food in your diet, Greek yogurt. But now you know, and knowledge is power. We'd love to hear from you. Have you tried any of these foods? Have you seen a difference in your strength or mobility? Share your story below. You might inspire someone else to take control of their health, too. DNA Part 9. The science behind muscle loss, and how one food changes everything. As we age, our bodies undergo a series of complex biological changes that impact everything from how we move to how we feel. At the heart of this transformation is muscle, or rather, the gradual loss of it. Why muscles matter more than you think. Muscle isn't just about strength or appearance. It's an active organ that plays a crucial role in metabolism. Muscles burn calories even at rest. Immune function. Muscle tissue helps regulate inflammation and immune responses. Hormone balance. Muscles produce myokines, signaling proteins that communicate with other organs. Bone health. Strong muscles protect bones and reduce the risk of fractures, and osteoporosis. When muscle mass declines, all of these systems suffer. The silent enemy, sarcopenia. The medical term for age-related muscle loss is sarcopenia, and it affects nearly 1 in 3 adults over the age of 60. Left unchecked, sarcopenia can lead to difficulty performing daily tasks, increased fall risk, slower recovery from illness or surgery, greater dependence on others, higher hospitalization rates. But here's the truth. You don't have to accept sarcopenia as part of aging. The role of protein synthesis and leucine. One of the key reasons older adults lose muscle is due to something called anabolic resistance, a reduced ability to turn dietary protein into new muscle tissue. This happens because the body becomes less responsive to growth signals. Older muscles require more leucine, an essential amino acid that acts like a switch to turn on muscle building. That's where high-quality protein sources come in, especially foods like Greek yogurt, which not only provide leucine, but also deliver it slowly throughout the night when your body is fasting and most likely to break down muscle for energy. Hormonal shifts and their impact. As we age, hormone levels shift dramatically. Testosterone decreases in both men and women, reducing muscle-building capacity. Growth hormone, GH, production drops by as much as 50% between ages 20 and 80. Insulin-like growth factor 1, IGF-1, which supports muscle repair, also declines. These hormonal changes make it harder to maintain muscle mass, unless you give your body the right tools through diet and lifestyle. Inflammation and oxidative stress. Another major player in muscle loss is chronic low-grade inflammation, often referred to as inflammaging. This type of inflammation silently damages tissues and accelerates aging. Foods rich in antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds, like berries, leafy greens, and olive oil, help fight back by reducing oxidative damage to muscle cells, supporting mitochondrial health, the energy powerhouses inside your cells, enhancing recovery after physical activity. Together, these nutrients form a powerful defense system against muscle loss. Open Book Part 10. Real people, real transformations, stories that inspire hope. Sometimes, the best way to understand the power of nutrition is through real-life stories. Let's take a look at how everyday seniors turn their lives around, simply by making smarter food choices. Flexed Biceps Margaret, 74, from couch to community leader. Margaret used to joke that her favorite chair was her second home. After retiring, she became more sedentary and noticed her legs getting weaker. She had trouble standing up from the sofa and climbing stairs. Her doctor warned her she was on the path to needing a walker. But Margaret wasn't ready to give up her independence. Inspired by a friend, she started eating Greek yogurt every evening and added lean beef and eggs to her meals. Within 6 weeks, she felt stronger. By 3 months, she joined a local senior fitness class and now leads weekly walking groups. "I thought I was too old to change," she said. "But now I know better. My body just needed the right fuel." David, 69, rediscovering joy through nutrition. David was always active, hiking, gardening, playing with his grandkids. But after a minor stroke at 67, he struggled with fatigue and weakness. His appetite dropped, and he lost weight rapidly. His daughter introduced him to smoothies made with whey protein, spinach, berries, and almond butter. He began adding fatty fish twice a week and Greek yogurt before bed. Over time, his energy returned. He regained his strength and now enjoys cooking healthy meals with his grandchildren. "Food changed everything," David says. "I'm not just surviving anymore. I'm living again." Old woman Eleanor, 81, defying expectations. Eleanor spent years battling joint pain and stiffness. She believed her aching knees were just part of getting older. But after seeing a nutritionist, she learned that chronic inflammation was worsening her symptoms. She began eating more leafy greens, berries, and olive oil. She switched from regular yogurt to Greek yogurt and added nuts and seeds to her morning oatmeal. Within 2 months, her pain decreased significantly. She walked without limping. Her doctor was amazed. "I never thought food could be medicine," Eleanor said. "Now I know it really is." Magnifying glass tilted left part 11. Frequently asked questions about muscle loss and senior nutrition. We know you might still have questions. Let's address some of the most common concerns seniors and their families ask about muscle loss and nutrition. Is muscle loss inevitable as I get older? While it's true that muscle naturally declines with age, it doesn't have to be dramatic or disabling. With the right nutrition, activity level, and lifestyle habits, you can preserve and even rebuild muscle well into your 70s and beyond. What if I don't like meat? Can I still build muscle? Absolutely. While animal-based proteins like beef, eggs, and dairy are excellent sources of complete protein, plant-based options like beans, lentils, quinoa, and tofu can also support muscle health, especially when combined with high-quality protein supplements like whey protein or pea protein. Should I take protein supplements? For many seniors, getting enough protein from whole foods alone can be difficult, especially if appetite is low or digestion is sensitive. Supplements like whey protein or collagen peptides can be a convenient and effective way to boost intake. Aim for 20 to 30 grams of protein per day from supplements, ideally within 30 minutes after physical activity. How does sleep affect muscle? Sleep is when your body repairs and regenerates tissue. Without enough quality sleep, your muscles can't recover properly, leading to weakness and slower healing. Seniors should aim for 7 to 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep each night. Consider eating a small serving of Greek yogurt before bed. It provides a slow-release protein source that supports muscle maintenance during the overnight fast. Can I reverse muscle loss once it starts? Yes. Even if you've already experienced significant muscle loss, studies show that combining proper nutrition with light resistance training can help you regain strength and improve mobility. It's never too late to start rebuilding. Are there any risks to increasing protein intake? For most seniors, increasing protein intake is safe and beneficial. However, those with advanced kidney disease should consult a healthcare provider before making major dietary changes. Otherwise, focus on high-quality protein sources and spread your intake throughout the day for optimal absorption. Part 12. The hidden link between gut health and muscle strength. When we talk about muscle loss in seniors, most people immediately think about protein intake, exercise, or aging itself. But there's another player in this story that often gets overlooked, and it might just be one of the most important factors of all: your gut. Yes, that's right. The health of your digestive system plays a surprisingly powerful role in how strong or weak your muscles are as you age. Why your gut is the secret to strong muscles. The gut is often referred to as the second brain, and for good reason. It houses trillions of bacteria, known collectively as the gut microbiome, which influence everything from your immune system to your mood, and yes, even your muscle mass. Here's how it works. A healthy gut produces short-chain fatty acids, SCFAs, like butyrate and propionate by fermenting fiber from foods like beans, legumes, and leafy greens. These SCFAs help reduce systemic inflammation, a major driver of muscle loss in older adults. They also improve insulin sensitivity, allowing your muscles to better absorb nutrients like amino acids and glucose. Plus, a balanced gut microbiome enhances nutrient absorption, so you actually get more out of every bite of food you eat. In contrast, an unhealthy gut, caused by poor diet, stress, antibiotics, or low fiber intake, leads to something called dysbiosis, where harmful bacteria dominate. This imbalance increases inflammation and impairs nutrient absorption, accelerating muscle breakdown and weakening strength. Fork and knife with plate: how to feed your gut and protect your muscles. So what can you do to support a healthy gut, and in turn, protect your muscle mass? Start with these 5 simple steps. 1. Eat more fiber-rich foods. Fiber is food for your gut bacteria. Aim to include at least 25 to 30 grams per day from sources like beans and lentils, leafy greens, berries, nuts and seeds, whole grains like oats and barley. 2. Add probiotics to your diet. Probiotics are live bacteria that support a healthy gut. You'll find them in fermented foods like Greek yogurt, especially with live cultures, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, miso soup. These foods can help restore balance in your gut and support overall digestion and immunity. 3. Limit processed and sugary foods. Processed foods high in sugar, salt, and artificial additives disrupt the gut microbiome and promote the growth of harmful bacteria. Try to minimize packaged snacks, sodas, and sweetened drinks. Fast food, artificial sweeteners like aspartame and sucralose. 4. Stay hydrated. Water helps move fiber through your digestive system, and supports the production of mucus that protects the gut lining. Seniors should aim for at least 6 to 8 glasses of water per day, especially if they're eating more fiber-rich foods. 5. Consider a prebiotic supplement, if needed. If you have trouble getting enough fiber from food, a prebiotic supplement can help feed your good gut bacteria. Look for ones containing inulin, FOS, or GOS, and always consult your doctor before starting any new supplement. Brain case study: how one senior regained her strength through gut healing. Let's meet Dorothy, a 76-year-old retired teacher who came to us after struggling with fatigue, weakness, and frequent stomach issues. She had been diagnosed with sarcopenia, and her doctor told her she was likely headed toward needing a cane soon. But Dorothy wasn't ready to give up her independence. After a consultation with a nutritionist, she made 2 big changes. She started eating Greek yogurt with live probiotics every morning. She added beans, lentils, and leafy greens to her meals 3 times a week. Within 6 weeks, Dorothy noticed her digestion improved dramatically. She had less bloating, more energy, and fewer bathroom issues. By the 3rd month, she could walk further without tiring. Her muscle strength tests showed improvement, and her doctor was surprised to see that her inflammatory markers had dropped significantly. "I never thought my gut could be the key," Dorothy said. "But now I know. Taking care of my stomach helped me take care of myself." Book's scientific support: what the research says. Several studies back up the gut-muscle connection. A 2020 study published in Nature Aging found that older adults with a diverse gut microbiome had greater muscle strength and physical function than those with less diversity. Another study in Frontiers in Physiology showed that increasing dietary fiber and probiotic intake led to improved muscle performance in seniors over 6 months. Researchers at Tufts University discovered that seniors who consumed fermented dairy products like Greek yogurt regularly had higher levels of lean muscle mass compared to those who didn't. This growing body of evidence shows that the path to stronger muscles may start not in the gym, but in your kitchen, on your plate, and inside your gut.